Hi guys, I thought I would come out and give you a early June tour of my $0. Couldn't decide if I even wanted to plant in here raised bed. And you can see I've got some grass here, so it doesn't look that aesthetically pleasing, but I've got a tomato coming up, I've got peppers, I've got broccoli, I've got little cauliflower started. The potatoes are starting to come up, and I'm running an experiment here between boxed, bucket, and bag potato. All the same kind of potato. They went to seed very quickly from Aldi's. I don't even know exactly what kind they are or how long it's going to take, but hopefully the blooms at the top will tell me when they're ready. Another tomato here. And in here, that is going to be a sugar baby watermelon. But if you look, I've got a lot of volunteer tomatoes growing up around here. Because when I started this, and I wasn't quite sure if I was going to use it or not, I put some compost in here. And there was a tomato. So the seeds, as you can see, spread quite a bit. And there is another sunflower. So I'm going to leave this bed a little bit more unruly than what I usually have at the rest of the yard, because that's just going to be the fact of the matter of this for this year. I decided to utilize this rather than just letting it go, and we're going to see how much free produce I can get out of this. These are some of those little, I think these are the French melons. I've got one variety here. Again, I've got some volunteer tomatoes coming up, and I've got some spots to which I'm going to need these, so I'm going to be patient. I'm not going to come in here and weed any of this right now, because I need to see how the other areas in the yard are going to respond. And here I've got some corn. I've actually got 2 nice rows of corn here. And then in between the trellis, I just planted about 3 plants per row, and I have 2 rows in here. Normally I would grow green beans going up here, but I think I am going to have enough green beans in the rest of the yard. I just might let this go because I can't really get around that well in these row spacing, so I might let it go. But then again, you know, I change my mind anyway. Over here, we've got a nice row of a different kind of mini melon, musk melon. I have 2 different kinds. I'll tell you what they are as they go along. And this one is a French name, so I can't pronounce it. Just like that red lettuce I can't pronounce, but eventually you'll know what that is because I will show you the seed packet. So in here, I just decided to put down some grass so that I can actually step in and enter this and get to my composting bin. And let's have a little look at that. Oh, that is a tight seal. Alright, those are some butter pea shells. So, still got a lot of room. They still keep taking it, and it sort of keeps composting down. Very happy with that. And once it gets really, really hot, I can put maybe some cuttings on top of that when I cut the tomatoes, and it will cause a little bit of shade so it won't get that hot in there. Maybe divert some of that direct sunlight. So that is a update on my $0. Didn't cost me anything, which really, to update that, it did cost me some things because I went and bought some sphagnum moss for the potatoes, and when the potatoes are done, it will then go into this soil. So that was sort of a nice way to coordinate that. So I don't have to haul dirt. I'm just, when it's done, it just stays right here basically. And I did buy a little bit of topsoil for this. And I also, I've got some mushroom compost that I'm going to put around these melons because I'm super excited about the melons so that they can grow up this trellis. And yes, my trellis is leaning a bit, but the foot there, you can see the one that sort of goes in, rusted out. So it's not even to begin with. But I'm just going to kind of roll with that, and I'm just going to see how the melons themselves do on grabbing onto something. And then maybe I can just make myself something out of wood, more permanent structure. But I'm considering a lot of this stuff in here to be a little bit of an experiment. And the watermelon, the sugar baby watermelons, I'm going to have to stake up this trellis with like t-shirts or pantyhose, and that's going to be another experience and experiment for me as well. So right now it just kind of looks like a hot mess of weeds, but I just need to be patient and it will look much better come July. Thank you, love you, please subscribe.